Hello everyone, I'm Aaron from the Know-How, and today we are going to go through a video on how do you create an L-shaped table. So what do I mean by that? Let's say you want to create a table that is something like this, okay? And we assume that this table is 400, this is 300, and this is maybe 1200, and this is 400. Okay, I'm going to show you two methods that you can create using PYTHA to create this table. The first method is to use auxiliary lines. This we will only teach you in the advanced training, but maybe after this video you can try it out. First, I go to my top view and I click on auxiliary lines. It basically your menu on the right will change to auxiliary lines. And in auxiliary lines, we will actually draw the guidelines needed. So what do I mean by the guidelines? So I know that the first line is somewhere around here. For example, I know the first line I will want to create is here. The second line I want to create is here. So the first line is 400 and the second line is 1200. So all I do is vertical and I just move my mouse somewhere here and say that the first line is 400, okay, and the second line is 1200. So immediately I have two lines. So you can see I'm actually drawing some construction lines to help me in this diagram. Next, I'm just going to change a pen color here to yellow so that you can see. Okay, and I'm just going to draw a construction line here and here. So over here is 400 and the top is 400 plus 300. So I'm just going to go horizontal and I'm going to move my mouse here. 400. Okay, next, if I want to do 300, I do not need to key in anything. I just go to parallel, click on this line and bring it up. And I say that the next one is 300. So immediately you can see my shape. And if I want this to be converted into a table, I will go to 3D data and I'll say face. Okay. So if I do face, I can make it a face. And you can see in the earlier video, we can use profile. And then I can use one of this profile. And now it becomes a tabletop with a special profile. But if it's just a normal table, I will use this command profile directly. I'll just click, 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 click. Once I finish, PYTHA immediately creates a profile and they ask me for my thickness. I can say 30. Okay, and I press enter. So now when you press exit main, the auxiliary lines disappear and this is how you get a L-shaped table. The other method of doing this table is to use the Boolean method that we learned in basic training. The first, how do I do that? First, I'll draw a tabletop that is 1200 by 700. So I'll go into parts, also block, I click here, I'll say 1200, 700, 30 mm thick table. Once I'm done with this, okay, I will just press Q, select this point, and I'll just drag to anywhere. Let go and I'll pull it down. So you see I have a solid like this. Next, to make this shape that I want to cut, I know that this area here, okay, is about 800 by 300 by 300. So I'm just going to double click this and I'm going to say 800 by 300. Okay, so this is not the one that I want. Okay, so I'm just going to say 800 by 300. But be careful, make sure that you slide this such that it's still at the corner. Done. Once you're done, you just say difference, the part to remain, the part that you want to subtract, and you're done. Next, you will ask me, Aaron, what if my customer wants to change this 400 to maybe 200? It's very simple in PYTHA. Okay, all I need to do is move the face. How do I do that? You see this recycle icon? I can go to faces. So this toggles around the command for parts. Faces, faces. You will see this command called move faces. Click. Make sure you are in solid mode and you are able to see, okay, face. Click once, press enter, and now I press the red arrow and move it in by 200. Okay, so now I have this. If I Control T, 200. So this is how we move and change the shape of the table after we draw the auxiliary lines or draw the subtraction. So I do not need to go back to auxiliary line to change. I can just change the 3D model. This is why in PYTHA is so flexible. What if I want to do a fillet here? Just go to Part Tools 1, Fillet, click on this edge, press enter, and immediately you have a round shape. And I can say that this is maybe 200 mm. Okay, so once we are done with this, we can immediately send this to the machine for machining. So thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, do drop us a comment on the comment column. Thank you.